Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building. And
breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week on a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position, so his ability to track...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's into the open down the middle. And he's going to take it all away. Touchdown, Crimson.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Coleman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Buys a little time. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on...
It's just steamrolling the defense. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low. Take out those ankles.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Ready to go back to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. He's got the back in the middle.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Got it in the middle, it's Napier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. and elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Young. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Russell. Using his feet to buy time. A strike downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition in college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ends today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in.
Turning it on. Quick step and go. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Under fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to do the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Dropping back, it's Russell. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Fires to the big fella. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A little release to the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Rebels are marching down the field. Looking to throw again. Quick shovel pass. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop them.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover them up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Rides the back on the option to give. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He gets a hand on it. He picks it up. Plows through the defense. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. For the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Pittsburgh. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Find some fresh air. Oh, it's out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the
defensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays. When they're trying to make you miss, there's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Going right to work up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown time! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Caught close to the marker. It's Napier. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Grab near the marker, it's Alexander. Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. On the move at the 30. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll pull it down and run. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The give on the option. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Let's talk about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very...
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just drives it between the uprights.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thurman. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. He makes the grab. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Napier. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to keep it in the air. Skips away from pressure. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Rebels in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Coming out with it, it's Hale. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He'll start this drive firing. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. At the 30.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Off play action. Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Pressure coming. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
No good. Still down by 2. Out the window, guys. Tough break there.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a...
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Haas. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Napier. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative. You're going to hand the football over and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on.
He's loose. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
With the catch, it's Young. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll move the wide receiver. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to send the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Try to power their way ahead. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Extending the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He leaves it with his back. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Haas. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done. And he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Texas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Sprinting away. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days. But how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it out.
Vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This
certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Moving away from pressure. Find space on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Wants to fire on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. There's the pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
And the Rebels have their offense.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Quick completion on the out route. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Grab near the marker. It's Napier. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Using his legs to buy some time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Got some room